Hello everyone, welcome my channel. I hope you had a wonderful day. Please like and subscribe to the video before we begin. Young and restless Daniel is still dealing with the loss of his life partner, Heather, but in Geno City, there isn't much time to mourn. That suggests his next love interest will shortly come along. We have a few thoughts on who it might be. We already know she's married to Maria. However, even the most memorable couples on The Young and the Restless saw numerous breakups and makeups along the way. While Tessa and Daniel's relationship might raise eyebrows, they've been getting closer, and the prospect of an entanglement cannot be ruled out. Sally, Daniel's interior designer, surely came to know him well through the process of learning his likes and dislikes. She is currently dating perpetual screw-up Billy Abbott and could land back on the market at any moment, especially if Daniel's mother Phyllis has anything to say about it. While Jack Abbott's granddaughter escaped to London with Noah Newman, Sharon and Nick's son hasn't exactly had a stellar romantic career. At any time, Allie, who is unmarried and eager to socialize, could show up at her family's recently renovated home. Daniel's half-sister Eden, who departed Geno City following her traumatic encounter with Paul Williams' late son Ricky, is related to Michael Baldwin. Love might blossom between Eden and Daniel as she helps him cope with his severe loss, should a stronger, healed Eden return to town to see Michael and Lauren. Audra's presently attached, but is hiding a damning secret from her significant other. Nate has no idea that Victor's offer to set her up in business is contingent on her seducing Kyle away from Claire. Of course, she doesn't actually have to sleep with him, but the scene is set for Nate to find her in a compromising position and dump her. If Audra were to offer the unemployed Daniel a job, a little office hanky-panky could be in the cards. Daniel was once known as Herv the Perv after all. Phyllis' son doesn't seem like Audra's type, but then again, neither did Noel. Alina and Daniel crossed paths several times when his mother was in the hospital in a coma after being run off the road by Jordan. Or was it Ian? Anyway, it seemed like a chem test to us. And with Young and Restless fans sorely missing their favorite doctor, a budding romance with Daniel could be the perfect way to bring her back. Talk about a blast from the past. Daniel and Amber Moore have a complicated and tumultuous past, in other words, the very best kind. Who wouldn't love to see the soap-hopping Amber, who last appeared on Bold and Beautiful, and her portrayer, Adrienne France, back to mix it up with Daniel? It is impossible to completely rule out the prospect of a reunion with the woman who drugged and sexually assaulted him in Myanmar twice. You might not be aware, if you don't watch Bold and Beautiful, that Sally Spectra has a younger sister named Coco. We've been wondering for a while when Sally's brother would visit her sister in Geno City, and we believe that the exact moment Daniel decides he's ready to date would be the ideal timing. Claire's fallen in love with Kyle Abbott, but their relationship has not only Summer and Audra gunning for it, but also the great Victor Newman. Let's just say we don't like their chances. Might sparks fly if Daniel and Claire were to cross paths? It might be fun, if for no other reason than it would irk Summer. Abby's married to Devin, but he's a serial cheater, and as we've pointed out, no couple stays happy for long on a soap. When they were younger, Daniel and Abby had a passionate romance, and even tangled with Victor to hold onto it. There's every chance they could be drawn back together again if something goes wrong in her current relationship. How's this for soap messiness? Chloe, of course, is married to Daniel's best friend Kevin, but her hubby is perpetually off-screen. If Chloe began to confide in Daniel about marital troubles, well, we all know where that could lead. Many Young and Restless fans questioned if Daniel and Sharon would at some point bond over the shared trauma of losing Cassie and become an unlikely couple. It's doubtful they'd ever get past Sharon throwing his dead wife's body in the river and framing him for her murder, but as he now knows she was drugged, one cannot completely discount the notion. We'd love to see it only because Phyllis' head would pop off. More likely, Sharon will reunite with, spoiler, Daniel spent many years off the canvas, many of them in Savannah. It's possible some beautiful former acquaintance could show up in Geno City and love could spark. We can't wait to see what the future holds. Thank you for watching the video. Please continue to follow and subscribe to my USR Media channel.